Wait a few minutes, see if anyone comes in.
Gotta work like a dog to make ends meet.
Actually, we got two people in.
The streets and not matter in hell, and I ain't gonna see it no more.
Probably get in trouble for playing that up church. But I don't care.
Well, if I had
And all we're gonna get tonight, two people.
I'd hang 'em up high, let 'em swing till the sun goes down.
We'll wait a few more minutes.
Well, you know what's wrong
Probably
with
another
the world
minute.
today? People done gone, put their Bibles away. They're living by the law of the jungle, not the law of the land.
So you get some more people in here.
So I know it's true. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. You better watch where you go. Remember where you've been. That's the way I see it. I'm a simple old man. Yeah, I'm the kind of man who wouldn't harm a mouse, but if I catch somebody breaking in my house, I got a 12-gauge shotgun waiting on the other side. So don't go pushing me against my will. I don't want to have to fight you, but I darn sure will. If you don't want trouble, then you better just
And I see one took off.
Sir, there ain't no excuse for the raping and the killing and the child abuse. And I got a way to put a hand to all that mess. You just take them rascals out in the swamp, put them on their knees and tie them to a stump. Let the rattlers and the bugs and the alligators do the rest.
Whoa, better shut this music off before YouTube throws it up. There we go. YouTube probably will red flag us if I keep that music going, so. But I see we're down to one person. And we're 3 minutes in. Either people don't give a fuck what is being taken away from them, or people don't like me going live. The shit that's happening lately is just what it is. Shit. People needs to fucking wake up. I know I swear a lot on my videos, but you think I really care? No, I don't. First of all, they are impeaching President Trump. That's going forward as of right now. They've also took it so now if you want a gun, your Second Amendment right, you no longer have. Because it's up to them if they want you to have a gun now or not. You don't have to even commit a crime. You don't have to do anything wrong whatsoever. If they say no, you don't get it. They taking a lot of shit away from people now. The vaping industry, for one, that's going to shit right now. Well, let's go back. I know I done a video about the new Green Deal they want. The new Green Deal, no more hamburgers. Be illegal to eat a hamburger, like I said. No more cars. No more planes. Everybody will have to take a bike or a train. And some places have already took and ripped out all their train tracks. So I'd like to see how that's going to work. They want free medical. It's not medical. Yeah. Free medical for all immigrants. Free college for everybody. So you don't have to pay for college if they get their way. That's one of their promises. And if you owe student loans, they're going to wipe that right out for you. Let's see. You no longer have the freedom of speech anymore. That was gone long ago. Just the other day, I had to replace mud flap on the trailer. And I went into TA to get mud flap and asked them if they had any. They did. I bought, a couple cheap ones. And they asked me if I minded anything that had US on it, America on it. I said, no. Well, why? And why do you ask that? Well, a lot of companies, I guess, don't want anything on their equipment. I got one on. All because it's got an American flag on it. Yep. American flag. Companies don't want that on their equipment. Said it might offend somebody. If you don't like the American flag, I'd say get the fuck out. If you condone the American flag, that means. Actually, let me use a different word. If you don't like the US, get the hell out. That means you don't like our military. Wasn't for our military, we wouldn't have had the freedoms that we've got. Simple as that. You don't like the US, you shouldn't be here anyways. Simple. Get the hell out. I know I'm probably being rude about that, but hey, I don't give a shit. That's why you can no longer say Merry Christmas. It's got to be Happy Holidays. Fuck that bullshit. I was a kid growing up. We always said Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. This bullshit's gotten way out of fucking whack. And I'm serious, it's bullshit. They have gone as far as, if I remember right, it's New York, and I'm thinking it's Rhode Island or Virginia. Their governors have made it legal to kill a baby. Legal to kill a baby, even after it's fucking born. To me, that's murder. No matter how you look at it, it's fucking murder. Um, I don't know how this world has become what it's become. This shit is gonna get a whole lot fucking worse if people don't wake up and stand up for what they have for rights. If you don't, you ain't gonna have rights because your rights are gone. They will be gone. You'll wake up one morning and think you're gonna go to work, come home, have a beer, whatever. You ain't gonna. They will. You'll end up having a curfew. What time you can go to work, what time you can't go to work. And they're also talking about guaranteeing people for government jobs. Guaranteeing. Whether you qualify for them or not. And all you see is fake fucking news now. No matter what it is, it's all fucking fake. All of it. So, I know my channel is, when I began, it was gonna be talking about driving truck, shit like that. For a little bit now, my channel's gone away from driving truck and talking about vaping, talking about politics, talking about what they want to do to you, what they don't want you to have. They already tell you what your kids are going to eat for lunches when they're in the classroom. Sorry about that. But yeah, they already tell you what your kids are going to eat. Uh, so they're going to tell us what we can eat, what we can't eat. They also want to own the mud puddles, mind you. And with that, if there's water and it don't soak into the ground, that's what they want to own. And it don't matter if it's on your land or not. They will own it. Who owns the water? Just like oil and all that. Whoever owns the water is going to have all the control. Because without water, you can't survive. You can survive so long without eating, but you can't survive that long without water. People's gonna have to wake up sooner or later. Now, on the vaping industry, Michigan just banned it. New York just banned everything. Uh, that's New York's state that banned everything already on the East Coast. Uh, Another one that's talking about it's California about banning it. And others falling right into. Now, I think it's New York. I'm gonna show you something. Let me try to get some more light. There we go. If you get caught with 4 bottles, this also goes for Michigan. I think it's Michigan. You get caught with 4 bottles, 6 months in prison. 6 months for having 4 bottles. You go to jail for 6 months. And they fine you per bottle on top of that. I am not sure how much a fine is going to be per bottle, but that's what they're talking about now. This ain't the world that I was growing up in. I was born back in the 70s, and I've seen a lot of shit go down. I know some of you guys was back then too. But this goddamn bullshit, our government, when it began, it was working for us, for the people. It's not that way anymore. They do what they want, when they want. And this is funny. They want to impeach Trump, which they got the process beginning right now. But yet, Nancy Pelosi and that whole crew has taken a 2 week vacation. 2 weeks. 2 week vacation. They do not want to work. So, oh shit. Remember I said 4 bottles get you 6 months? How about 5? What that get you? Probably a year. So, yeah. That's how that's going. But people, I'm telling you gotta wake the fuck up sooner or later before it's too goddamn late. And it will be too late because all they got to do is get in there. Mark my words, martial law is coming sooner or later. Gonna wake up and it's gonna be martial law. They have chosen to take Second Amendment rights from law-abiding citizens. No, and the way it's going to be written is you don't have to do nothing wrong. Nothing. All they have to do is say, nope, you don't have a gun. You don't get it. And that's it. Whether you committed a felony, non-felony, no crime whatsoever, they don't care. And all this bullshit, and get rid of it. And the Green New Deal, she says, and we'll get rid of the cows because they shit too much. Oh, people gonna be next? How about chickens? How about your pets? You see where I'm going with this. They are gonna be telling us how to live, how not to live, who can work, who can't work, when to go to bed, when to wake up. You're gonna end up, hell, they'll probably go as so far as that you gotta call them and ask them if you can go take a shit or a piss. I wouldn't doubt it one damn bit. Our freedoms that our military has fought for us, we no longer have. They might as well rewrite Constitution when they just took right to bear arms from the from the law-abiding citizens. They might as well rewrite that. This is all bullshit. Every part of it. They don't care about your who your family is. They don't care. They don't give a shit about doing their own damn jobs that we pay them to do. Our tax money that we go and pay is we're paying them to work for us. Well, that's not the case anymore. Now we pay them to fuck us over. And that's what they do. By taking things away from us and saying, "Oh, we're doing it for your own safety, your health. Cops are there to save for your safety." Bullshit. What if you live out in the middle of fucking nowhere? Now you want a gun and you go put in for one. Nope, you can't have it. Now your house is being fucking robbed. The robber went to the goddamn black market and got a gun. So the criminals got all the guns now. You call the cops. Oh, we'll get there. We're on our way. But yet you're middle of nowhere. You're fucking dead before they even get there. Or close to it. When people wake up and start looking at shit that's going down around them, we probably can get back to being having our rights and shit back. But I don't think 90% of the fucking people in the world has the balls or guts to start standing up to this crap. Groups like Black Lives Matter. Yeah, Black Lives Matter. Cops' Lives Matter. I see going on. Yeah, Cops' Lives Matter. What about ours? What about White Lives Matter? What about uh, Jews, Chinese, Japanese? Everybody's fucking lives matter. Get it through your fucking skulls. That's goddamn bullshit. Never heard of racist so much as I have heard it lately. Cause you go try to talk to a colored guy, and they if looks could kill, you'd be dead. Never heard that so much. Hell, I thought the KKK was fucking dead and over with, but it ain't. You got so much bullshit that people don't listen. They don't think it won't will happen to them or something, I guess. But what I mean is there is so much shit that you have to pay attention to. You have to open your goddamn eyes, your ears, and look what's going down. The This is worst I've ever seen it. I'm 46 years old, and one of my best friends is colored. Now I'm gonna admit that right now. One of my best friends is colored, and I'll tell you, you got a colored person for a friend, you got a friend for life, no matter what. Unlike some people, you can have a lot if you wake up and listen. And I'm not the only one talking about this. Go on YouTube, anywhere. Even type it into Google. I'll answer that later when I get done. But people, you got to wake up. If you don't wake up and see what's going on around you, you're not going to like what's coming. Not going to like it at all. It's that simple. You've got Democrats that don't want to fucking do their goddamn job. They've blocked so many bills and everything right now just by not doing their fucking job. And guess what? We're all the dumbasses that voted their asses in. So guess what can happen? We all can vote their asses out too. But you know something? I think it's about time every goddamn one of them, Democrats, Republicans, I don't give a shit. I think it's time. They don't do their fucking jobs, they all get fired. But nobody's got the guts to open their damn mouths about it. All of them. They don't want to do their job? Fire their ass. If we don't do our jobs, we get fired, don't we? I think it's time that we took back the government and put people in there that's gonna do fucking work that we pay them to do, not the other way around. Because right now, we're all slaves, every damn one of us. Hell, they're gonna tell us how much money we can make. They're gonna tell us how much we gotta pay in. They're gonna tell us whatever they want to tell us. Hell, uh, that one that was really trying to push that new Green Deal. She was even on I think it was Instagram. I see that one on. She was on there saying how women should not be having babies anymore, and women should not be having sex anymore. What's that tell you? Really? Now they're telling women they can't have babies no more. They can't have sex no more. So, well, no more kids. That just don't. That's taking your freedoms away. Really. So, they want all electric cars. They want tractor trailers to be electric. They, and drive themselves. Hmm. Maybe that's what we need. Maybe that's what everybody wants. Hell, nobody would have to work then. No, just at home, do whatever. But I'll guarantee as soon as they come out with one of these self-driving trucks, somebody's going to hack into it. And when they do, it ain't going to be good. I'll guarantee you that. They think cyber war is, they won't talk about that. They think that's where it's all going to go on the internet. Wrong. Let them come out with these self-driving trucks, self-driving cars. I know of one car that was self-driving, and that's already been hacked into. And the guy even told him he was going to do it. And he did, to prove a point when they said it couldn't be done. He hacked into it. I'm not going to say his name or who it was or where it was. But he hacked into it and put it in the ditch to show them it can be done. So that technology, put 80,000 pounds behind it and have somebody hack into the shit. See what happens. Hell, even log trucks. They're over 100,000 pounds. These oversized loads, wide loads, specialty hauls, they're even heavier. Now, I know I'm just ranting and raving, but think about it. You want a gun for hunting? Go deer hunting, bear hunting, coon hunting, hog hunting. Nope, you can't have one. And like I said, you ain't done a damn thing wrong. Never committed any crimes or nothing. All they got to do is say, nope, he can't have one. Nope, she can't have one. So that's putting you guilty before proven innocent. Used to be the other way around. It used to be innocent until proven guilty. Not anymore. You're guilty until you're proven innocent. Yeah, right. I probably got. Well, I know the 4 bottles I showed you are 6 months behind bars. And fined for each bottle. Because they're calling that something about distribution or some fucking thing. Like they do if you got so much marijuana on you. They're classifying e-juice as a drug, is what they're up to on that. And they're saying it's bad as marijuana. Goddamn government. Hey, I may end it right here. I'm not sure yet. Depends on what I can think. See if there's any more that I'm forgetting. I know there is, and I can't think of it right off. But what are they gonna do next? Tell you what you can buy? Well, like I said, they're all already telling us what our kids can eat when they're at their classes and everything. So that's gonna be next, telling us what we can go buy, what we can't buy, when we can go buy it, when we can't. See a lot of shit when you really sit back and look at what's happening. Yep. And you can notice it. You really can notice what's really happening if you pay fuck attention. That's, but too many people don't want to. They don't want to, I guess, believe that it's actually happening. Well, they don't have to. People don't have to believe what's really going on. They can choose not to. They choose not to, and it's getting a hell of a lot worse than it's getting better. Hell, where they just done uh, eliminating vaping, New York State, oh, actually, Massachusetts is another one that just done it. Massachusetts told them shut their shops down immediately. Immediately. So Mass just closed them. There is lawsuits taken out about it right now. Uh, yeah, but they're being told shut down right now. Shut the doors. We don't give shit how many people you got working for you. We don't give shit if you uh, don't make no money. Shut it. Close it completely. There's a lot of people that just lost their fucking job because of what states are doing about vaping. Whose job's next? Think about it. If they can do that to a small businesses, granted, some of these business dudes are big business, but if they can do that, a state tell you to shut your doors. immediately. They don't give a shit how many you got working for you. You got 3,000 people working for you, 100, 2 people, or just you. They don't care. You think your fucking job's safe? It ain't. Not if they can do that shit. Why would it be? If they can do that to a vape shop, they can do it to the small mom and pop grocery uh, places. They can do it to anybody they fucking want to. Think about it. Really sit there and fucking think. All right, let's see. You own a business. Say you live in South Carolina. You own a business. You got 50 people working for you. South Carolina comes in, says, we don't like your product. We don't like your business. Shut your doors. Now. Oh, you just had to let your 50 employees go. You just had to close your doors. Now you're not making any money. You might have a little bit of money saved up. But now you've had to close because South Carolina don't like what you're doing. So say you're selling CDs, music, and they say close your doors. Now you got that inventory. You cannot sell it. You have to hand it over to the cops. This is how vaping's going right now. They pass it. You cannot sell it. You have to give it to the cops. Give it to them so they can destroy it. Now you just lost your 50 employees, your business. You've had to give your inventory away. That could be 10,000, 5,000, 2,000, even just $1,000 worth of inventory. But say you had $30,000 in inventory. You got to give it to the cops so they can go get rid of it. Supposedly get rid of it. There's going to be a catch there. Now you're out that $30,000. You owe the place where you got your inventory, however much you made the deal for that $30,000 of inventory. Now you can't pay them. So now you got filed bankruptcy. Get the drift? Really sit there and look what's happening. Everybody thinks it's going to get better. It's not. It ain't. I never used to be involved in politics as I have been for the past few years, I want to say. I never was. I never paid attention to it. Fuck it. Whoever gets in, president gets in. Whoever goes in Congress gets in. I don't care. Well, people better wake up. Really wake up. Seriously. Then this fucking impeaching the president. I know, alright. I know a lot of people don't like Trump. I know a lot of people that do like Trump. This goddamn bullshit has been going on ever since he got elected. Ever since he got elected. Even before that, 2016, Hillary was already trying to get him in trouble for Russia when it was her that paid for the fucking uh, fake information. And now, the same thing that they want to impeach him for, Joe Biden and his son are the two that done it when Joe Biden was the vice president to Obama. And that's true. You can even find that right here on YouTube about Joe Biden. He is on TV admitting that he told Ukraine if they did not fire a certain lawyer or judge or somebody that was investigating a business that his son was involved in over in Ukraine. I think it was Ukraine. That they would not get $1.6 billion from the U.S. I know I'm wrong on the amount, but I'm close to it. He is on record on TV saying that if they did not fire that one that was investigating his son, they would not be getting that amount of money. And Ukraine told him, "You can't do that. You're not the president." You want to know what he said? Call him. See what he tells you. Needless to say, Ukraine took and fired that one that was doing the investigation so they could get the money. And this is under Obama. Everybody liked Obama. Obama was the one that was going to do great things. I'll admit, I voted for Obama the first term. Second term, no, I didn't. Oh, Obama would never do something like that. Bullshit. I dare yous. Type it in to your search bar on YouTube about Joe Biden and his son, because his son came out of uh, Ukraine with all kinds of money, and he done the same thing to China. Pretty sure China was the next one he done it to. I think that was like 65 million or something like that. He got out of China or somewhere around there. But you can see the whole works right on YouTube. Guaranteed. I see it just last night. Unless I took it down. It was there last night. And now the son of a bitch is running for president. Joe Biden is running for president right now. What do you think that's going to do to us? And he done this when he was vice president under Obama. You guys want somebody different for president? Fine. But I'm gonna say this right now. If we get anybody different in 2020 election, if people don't vote for Trump, we're all gonna be hurting. You think shit crashed? Vote for Joe. Vote for him. See what happens. Maybe I'll be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time I was wrong. Wouldn't be the last. But I'm telling you, only way this country is gonna be any fucking better is if we, the people, start paying the fuck attention to what's going on. Listening, seeing, paying the fuck attention. It's that simple. Pay the fuck attention, get people out of fucking office that don't goddamn belong there to begin with, like Nancy Pelosi. She should have never been voted in again. Get the damn Democrats out of there that don't want to fucking work. If there's Republicans that don't, sorry about that. If there's Republicans that don't want to work, fire their asses too. Yeah, fire them. We got all the right to fire their asses. That's why there's elections. When people take back the government is when this shit will stop. Not until. I'm not saying go out and begin a war with them. Vote them the fuck out of their jobs. Do research. See how many people has taken bribes that's sitting in the government right now. Check them. Look at what they've done over the years. Look at them right now. They're not working. They don't want to work unless they can get rid of Trump. Only reason why this impeachment is they know they can't beat him. But with that being said, if Trump fucks up and bans vaping altogether, he's going to lose millions and millions of fucking votes. Because there are millions and millions and millions of people that vape, that vote. Guaranteed he'd lose that election. If he didn't, he'd get by just barely. I can't believe that people will let the government tell them what to do, what not to do, when to do it, when not to do it, when to go to bed, when not to go to bed, when you can have kids, when you can't have kids, what you can eat, what you can't eat. Like I said, that's already been done to our kids. It should be the parents that decides what our kids eat and don't eat. I'm not no little guy. That's for damn sure. So all you guys can say, well, you're a fat fuck, you're this, you're that. What fuck you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. Bullshit. I know what I'm talking about. I've been watching, just like the rest of you fucking should be watching. Paying fuck attention. Just because I'm not always on here, I'll take that back. I've been on here doing some ranting and shit like that, off and on. But god damn it, it's time for the people to start opening their mouths and saying shit. If it isn't, then you don't care about this country. Really don't. You don't care what happens. You don't give a shit what takes place. But you will. You will. You will when you wake up and it's martial law and they begin telling you there's a curfew. You got to be in your house, lights out by 8, 9 at night. And then you hear people walking by your house making sure that your lights are out and you ain't outside. That sound familiar to anybody? I bet it don't. Some of you, it might sound familiar. Some of you'll say, what the fuck you talking about? What's he talking about? That ain't never gonna fucking happen. Yeah, alright. Watch. Martial law will happen sooner or later. I almost guarantee it. if Democrats keep their bullshit up, all Trump's got to do is say, I declare martial law. And what that does, soon as a president declares martial law, it puts military and cops and all that against the citizens. And it also makes it so nobody else can ever be elected until that president says martial law is no longer. Sooner or later, you mark my words, martial law is happening. They've already, they're already beginning, right? That's gone, pretty much. Already want to get rid of cows. Already want to get rid of you having a hamburger. Illegal to eat a fucking hamburger. Come on, people. You want that? Really? You want them to tell you that you can't eat a hamburger? You can't have a cheeseburger? Oh, you can't eat no meat. You gotta eat vegetables. You gotta, you got eat what we tell you. Really? Get fucking real. Tell me you want the government to tell you what you can eat, what you can't eat, what you can buy, what you can't buy, where you can go, where you can't go. That's what you want. Hell, go to fucking Russia or somewhere. I sure as hell don't want that shit. I'm gonna eat what I want, when I want, do what I want, when I want. Yeah, that's what I mean, Joker. Yeah, doing it'd be all right. I guess hun, you want to go for a ride tonight? Go out to your car. Fucking SWAT team there. That's what it's gonna be. Where you going? On a ride? No, you're not. You're going back in your damn house and you're gonna shut them fucking lights off and not come out again. That's what it's gonna fucking turn out to be, people. And they've already started. Yeah, that's a good one, Joker. Yeah. Uh, it's all we got to do is stop fucking with each other and start making the government and everybody that's got a seat in that fucking government pay the fuck attention to us. But it will never happen because Obama started the fucking race racist bullshit all over again. And it's been getting worse and worse every fucking day. Every day. This racist bullshit has been getting worse. Um, yeah, the new one now is global warming. Yeah, uh, I'm glad you brought that up, Joker, because global warming is not real as they make it out to be. I'm not saying that it can't happen, okay? Global warming is not real as they claim. The world ain't gonna end in 5 years like the Democrats want you to believe. We got 5 years left. What is a main thing is, yeah, everybody wants clean air to breathe. That is nothing to do with global warming. Nothing. Nothing to do with global warming. Global warming, if you listen to that, doesn't warming mean that shit's getting warmer? That global warming they talk about, shit's getting colder. Hmm. Back when I went to school, warming meant warm. I don't know. I might have been taught wrong, but that's what I was taught. Yeah, global warming bullshit. Oh, yeah. Water, and like I said earlier, water used to be free, but now we gotta buy bottled water. Yep, yeah, you'll be getting taxed for it. Yeah, you want to know why they bottle water? They know you can't live without water. Another thing, I really don't like to think about it, but this they regulate. Okay, they regulate everything. This, all right, this you got to tell them what's in it. You got to tell them every ingredient that's in that e-liquid. Okay, FDA has to tell them everything that's in that e-liquid. Do you know what's in this water? Seriously, it's a serious question. Do you know what's in this water? There is nothing, no law or anything that says that these companies that do bottled water has to tell them what's in it. None. They can be putting, I hate think about it, but on it's a good topic to bring up. They can be putting drugs in the water, anything they want. And I know some of the water bottling companies that do bottle water. Nestle, Poland Springs, which they're right out of Portland, Maine. So they don't have say what's in the bottled water. But we're supposed to tell them what's in your vape juice. Supposed to tell them what's in your food. And you want to know something else that makes people sick? And I've seen it. I don't know if one of you guys, people in here, is a truck driver or not, but these places that like cow farms. I'm not talking about the ones that lets animals roam free on their property. I'm talking about these ones. Yeah, I'm talking about these uh, places that I go right by, right, right down the fucking in the state. You can see them. You see them on the back roads. These great big fucking cages that's got about 600 fucking cows in a cage area, and they're walking on their own shit because idiots that has these places don't know how fucking clean them. That's what makes people sick. That makes people sick when you see things like that. These fucking chicken farms. Yeah, yeah. I've literally seen it. You got cages, and there's about 600 fucking cows in one area. Then there's another cage with same amount, and they let them walk on top of their shit. They don't go out, and they don't clean the area, and they lay in it. And guess what happens when they kill them? That's where your fucking meat comes from. And that goddamn uh, island right off New York. I'm trying to keep up with your comments, Joker. Yeah, it's um, it, this bullshit. It's so no, no, cool channel. Not that one. It's where they test for diseases. It's right off New York. It's right on the East Coast. Uh, Plum Island. How many of you has heard of the Plum Island? Yeah, Plum Island. That's why they test for diseases. Guess what? They want to move that facility off from Plum Island and put it right dead center of the U.S. Guess what state that would be? Dead center. What more than AIDS came from there? This virus that mosquitoes carry, that was tested there. And they also say Area 51 is closed, but I went by there. I went by the road, and if it was closed, how come there was people up on the mountain ridge in a white SUV with guns, and not just any guns. It was M16s and signs saying "Do not enter. Will be shot on sight." But Plum Island, yeah, they won't move that into the middle of the U.S. Guess what that will do? Contaminate everything. People don't think the shit's real. A lot of people don't. Very few think it's real. And it's people that pay fuck attention that know it's real. Joker, what do you mean? No way people need to say something. Uh, I might be reading that wrong. You mean no way about moving that over here? Yeah, very few people think the lines in the sky. Okay, yeah, yeah. It's yeah, yeah. I did read that wrong. I'm glad I did ask you that. I thought you meant that people didn't have to speak up. And I was gonna say it's about time that we fucking did. Yeah, a lot of people do think that's just jet exhaust, but it's not. And then you say it's chemtrails, which yes, and it's also piss and shit from planes. Tell me I'm wrong. I want you to tell me I'm wrong on that. I bet you can't tell me I'm wrong on that. I've been on a plane twice, and where does a person shit go if you use the bathroom on the plane? It's right with them chemtrails you're talking about. I mean, is this shit's gone on way too far. It has. You got government that don't want to fucking work. All they want is impeach a president because they don't like him. They won't tell everybody what they can do, what they can't do. Any of this sounding familiar? Isn't this how the Nazis began? Only thing missing is gathering us all up and putting us in behind cages. Oh, I take that back. They're getting ready for that shit. Yeah, he and that's what they don't like because he don't give a shit what he says. They don't. They don't like what he says. They don't like he's a businessman. They don't like he's got Mexico right now helping us on the southern border. Mexico's helping with that, keeping people out of here and keeping immigrants out of Mexico. And they want open borders. They get in, they say they're going to tear down every wall at the border. And they will make it uh, free entry to the U.S. You will not be punished by law if you come in, if they get in there. And they want free. Now this is all free. Free housing for immigrants. Free social security for immigrants. Free food stamps. Free uh you don't have to work. They don't have to work, they're saying. Free medical. Anything they want. Free. And guess who pays for it? Taxpayers. I'll deal with that later. Sorry about that again. Uh, yeah, they want free college for everybody. Won't never have to pay for college. How long's college is going to be open with no money? Um, Guaranteed government jobs, but they didn't say what government jobs was. But guaranteed government job when you graduate for everybody. Hey, you got that right. Mexico is kissing Trump's ass. I think they know better than not to tell you the truth. Just like fucking Democrats that don't want to fucking work in the government ought to be kissing Trump's ass for not firing their asses. I was in there, every goddamn one of them be fired. And like I said earlier, I don't give a fuck if it's Democrats, Republicans, uh, independents. They don't want to do their fucking jobs that they're elected to do. Fire them. Yep. I would fire every goddamn person in there and start over. They did just also try to impeach Judge Kavanaugh again after he was found innocent. Just last week, they tried to impeach Judge Kavanaugh. So what's that tell you? They don't. They want to run shit their way, and if people don't start to wake the fuck up, pay the hell attention, see what's going on around them, listen to what the government's trying to say. You Now, some people might be idiots and not really pay attention to what they're saying, but I mean really pay attention. I had three in here, but I'd say the other one got pissed off and took off. But I don't care. I know what's in this water because I bring it from my house. I just put it in this bottle. My water is from a well on my property. I know I buy water, but I dump their water out and put mine in it. The same problem over here in England. The people voted out the EU, and the government is keeping us in. They're crooks. English have got no balls or sense like you guys have. It's true. There's people over here too that ain't got no balls, no guts. Granted, I'll probably wish hell I didn't because I'll probably, you know, they'll probably do something about what I say. Already lost freedom of speech, anyways. No longer can say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year as a kid growing up. Hell, you can't even say the Pledge of Allegiance in fucking school anymore. I was a kid, we always said that. Always put our hand up and said that to the flag. Not anymore. They're taking down fucking statues because, oh, it offends people. They're trying to ban the American flag. They're trying to ban the Confederate flag. It's offensive to people. Bullshit. You don't like a place? Get the fuck out. That's what I say. Yeah, I would. I'd tell them. You don't like fucking flags? Go somewhere else. They got offended over here just putting up the Union Jack flag. Oh, yeah. Good one. Oh, I mean, everything offends people now. What happened to freedom of speech? That's what made it good. Hell, you could go tell somebody you didn't like them. They was a piece of shit. Now you tell somebody that, you get fucking sued. Well, what's the lawsuit about? He told me, I was a piece of shit, and I'm offended. Come on. What's the lawsuit about? He's got a mud flap on his trailer that he hauls with his truck that's got American flag on it. Get fucking real. I'll show you the mud flap again. It's right here. See? I bought two of them, and one of them's on the trailer right now. And I was asked when I bought them if I minded anything with a flag on it. I said no. And I said, why? Then TA told me a lot of the companies don't want anything to do with anything that's got the American flag on it, or any flag, or anything that says US or anything like that. I said, what the fuck you talking about? Yeah, because companies are saying it offends people. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how you offend anybody or not. I'm gonna say what I want, when I want, how I want, fucking say it. Yeah, it is. It's a fucking insult. And I told TA, I said, well, that must mean they don't give a fuck about our military. And the lady that sold them to me, she says, I come from a military family. And she says, we had one guy in here just before you showed up, about half hour before you got here. And he was down in the fucking military. And she said, I walked away. She said, my uncles, my dad, she says, my whole family was military. I said, well, I'll tell you something. That's the difference between you and me. Because if I had been here and I worked here and that son of a bitch began doing that, I'd have been fired because I'd have broke his jaw. I got my one of my brothers is a Navy SEAL with SEAL Team 6. My uncle was a Marine. My grandfather was in the Army on my mother's side. So I'm not, I was never in the military. I'm not going to say I was, but I got respect for the military. And the people that diss our military, now this is going for people in the U.S. because I know other places have military and shit. Anyways, it should go for you guys too. Anybody disses the military don't deserve to be in that country because they don't give a shit about the freedoms that any military has fucking fought for. Military issues get me little wired, all because I do have family in the military. You don't like the military? Get the fuck out of the country. Simple as that. Go find your own island and live however you want. It's that simple. Wasn't for military, nobody, and I mean nobody, would have the fucking freedoms that anybody's got. Which is being taken away as of now. No, I'm dead serious. And another thing, I'm going back to the vape again. India. So, what was happening over here with these kids getting sick? The news is not telling you what they're getting sick on. They're saying vape. All right. There's two different vapes. Two so far. This is the nicotine vape. The other one is THC. Okay? They're totally different. And how they're getting sick, they are cutting a THC liquid with vitamin E acetate. That's what's making them all sick. The vitamin E acetate, yes, it is made out of a weed plant. But it's a juice from the weed plant is what it is. They separate the THC from the actual weed. That vitamin E acetate is an oil that they are putting in the THC. Now, this oil, reason why it's making them sick, is in fucking hand creams for women. Yeah, the CBD, yes. So it's in creams that you put on your hands. Women use it to soften their hands up. Yeah, it's in hand creams. It's in body lotions. And this is what they're putting in the THC. All because they can save money. You want to know what goes in this right here? I'll show you ingredients right now. And I make my own juice now too. And I do buy some, and I do make my own. Hang on. This, 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 and these. Okay. Now, water. Okay? You can put water in it. You don't have to, but you can. Okay? Nicotine. You can put nicotine in it, or you don't have to. If you don't want nicotine, you don't need it. Alright? VG. Right here. Vegetable glycerin. Food grade. There's a difference. There's some that is not food grade. This is food grade. PG. Propylene glycol. Again, food grade. There's a difference. Non-food grade, food grade. Alright? So, you got two chemicals. Call them chemicals, but that's what they're classified as, chemicals. Water if you want it. So there's that. Remember, nicotine if you want it. We'll say we're going to make some without the water and without nicotine. So you got these right here. You got your PG, you got your VG. All right? There's two. Other than that, if you don't use nicotine and water, you got flavors. These are flavors. So, let's put them there. There you go. That is what's in normal e-juice right here. Unless you want nicotine, then you'd add nicotine. If you wanted water in it, you could add water. But without, this is all that goes in it. Flavoring, PG and VG. That's it. 3 ingredients. And I've got a shitload of flavors. I don't know if you can see them, but there's a shitload of flavors right there. You can put as many flavors as you want in it. But that's all there is. 2 normal nicotine vape. That's it. That's all you got in it. I do. I like it a lot better. I'll tell you. I began smoking cigarettes when I was 15 years old. And vaping, I'll show you. All right. Hang on a second. Get it out here. All right. That's right here. This is what I began with when I quit. It looks just like a normal cigarette, except for this is your cartridge that you'd put on, and this is your battery that you charge. I think it's dead, but yeah, dead. That's how I quit with one of them, like, but the one that I actually quit with was white, and the cartridge actually looked like a real filter. Only worked half of the time. So then I went to this. This is the one that they call the pod. This is your battery. That's how you charge it. USB port. These pods you can fill yourself. These are what they filling that you cannot fill yourself with the THC and that vitamin E acetate. And these this one, a lot of it's been done with a jewel. This one's not the jewel. Name of this one is Balder. I don't know if you can see the name on it or not, but I think right there maybe. That's one of them. Jewel. Yeah, I think that one's dead too. Nope. Hang on. That's what you get from a vape on that. Then I began also went to this type. This is your battery, and you would charge it. It's called Views, and this is a cartridge. The cartridge is named Vibe, and these are pre-filled. These you cannot fill yourself. These draw just like a real cigarette does. I got sick and tired of them. So I went and bought the mod. It takes two right down here. Takes two 18650 batteries. And that's pretty much it. And that's the charger to charge your batteries. I got three sets of batteries. But I was told by the doctors, uh, let's see, it was 9, 10 years ago to quit smoking because I was having health issues. So I tried the nicotine gums. What is it? Chantix, I think's the name of one of them. I've tried the patch. I tried cold turkey. I tried what hell else is the other thing? I think it was another gum too that they got. None of it worked. None of it. They say if you got a patch on, don't smoke a cigarette with that patch on. Yeah, okay. I could leave patch on 2, 3 days and still smoke cigarettes and it not do shit. Only thing that the day I quit, I literally bought a pack of cigarettes, and like I showed you that first one, it looked like a cigarette, but one I bought was white, and the filter part looked like a real filter, and that's when I quit. And that pack of cigarettes stayed in my vehicle for 3 months, not opened until I give them away. Now, when I began, I wanted nicotine. Now, right today, though, once in a while, I'll add maybe 2 milligrams of nicotine to some of my juice. And there's days I don't even want nicotine. So I got juice with nicotine at 2 milligrams and juice without. As I was saying about uh, India, they heard of what was going on over here. So India decides to automatically ban vaping completely. Done. No longer can vape in India. All because they heard of what was going on in the US. Matter of fact, my vape needs some juice in it. Let's try the butter. The banana. Yeah, where I drive truck, I know if I didn't have this vape, I'd actually probably be back into smoking cigarettes. But long as I can get the shit to make my own juice, I'll be all right. Uh, no, India took and banned it. Now they don't want to listen to anybody over here. Uh, the U.S. They don't want to listen to any of us that vape. They don't care that it keeps us off cigarettes. That's exactly how I was. I'd have a well, let's see. I'd have a this is real cigarettes. I'd have a cigarette when I woke up. I'd have a cigarette when I walked up the hall. I would have one with my coffee. I would have one after I ate. I'd have a cigarette when I went to bed. And it just seemed like I no more than put one out, I'd have another one. Exactly how I was. Hell, I'd go through almost 2 cartons a week. Vaping actually has saved my life. I don't I don't think if vaping came out that I'd even be here because it actually did actually saved my life going to vaping. The Is vaping allowed over where you are, Joker? Or don't they even know what vaping is over there? Because I know over here there's been people that tried it. They tried it with this shit. Hey here, they've tried it with this. Some people that works for, some people that don't. Now there's people that tried it once, didn't like it, went right back to cigarettes. Worst part about the U.S. doing what they're doing about these this vape is it's putting vapors back to smoking real cigarettes, and it's also uh, making people thinking about going to vape to quit cigarettes, not to, because they're listening to the fake goddamn news. Yeah, I used to do that too. Roll my own. They began getting too damn expensive the way I'd go through them, and I began to roll my own cigarettes. Got a tube with a filter on it and a rolling machine, and you just roll your smoke. Hell, I'd sit down and roll a carton of them. Yeah, if if vaping was legal over there and you could get to at least try it, not the tobacco, not tobacco e-juice. That tobacco e-juice is disgusting. That's why we got flavors, and that's a lot of what they're trying to ban right now is flavors. But some states are banning the whole damn works. So if if you guys could get at least, well, on this vibe, it's this vibe right now, this one right here. I've got this. I don't know if you can see the color. You might be able to, but this wrap right here is green, and this is a melon, but it's also got nicotine in it. So she could get a nicotine from it. But they got different flavors in these cartridges too. This is normal nicotine now. Normal vape. This ain't none of that THC bullshit. Yep, it's melon. That one is. Nah, it don't put off much vape though. A little bit, I guess. But it drags just like a cigarette. I just hang on to them in case, something happens to my regular mod. Um, yeah, the flavors that I showed you that I got in that bucket, I tell you what I got here. Some of them. Let's grab a handful. All right. This one is double watermelon flavoring. And this is all food grade flavoring. This one is passion fruit. What we got here? This one is pomegranate version 2. This one is strawberry ripe. We got some cheesecake. I've got strawberries and cream. Got orange creamsicle. They call it an orange cream. That's a dragon fruit. That's a passion fruit. See, we got raspberry version 2. Got some marshmallow. Bavarian cream. That's like a donut type deal. Got some sweet cream. Graham cracker. I got version 1 and version 2 of that. Got some kiwi. There's some Cool Mint. Uh, Got some, even some butterscotch and banana. So, can make all kinds of different flavors. Okay, Joker. I'm probably gonna end this live feed and call it good for tonight. But no. Holy shit, been 2 hours and almost 12 minutes. So, yeah. I'm gonna end this live feed and tell everybody, wake the fuck up. Pay the hell attention to what's going on around you. And we'll see you on the next live feed. If I get one posted before then. But everyone, have a good night. Be safe. And pay the fuck attention on what's going on around you. So, with that, be safe, everybody.